Pro late model.
Prevailed and takes home the checkers here at Knoxville Raceway.
Checkered flag is out for Spangler as he comes across the line here.
The 217 coming off of 4. It'll be hit.
Coming there on 3 and 4. Salas gets win number 2 of the night.
Randy Shreves from 19th to victory.
The cars 3 and 4 out here. It's going to be Watson for the win. It's going to be Shreves getting the win.
He sees the checkered flag win. Give it to William Watson.
Yo, 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 tune in, don't miss Shaggy TV, hit him with the twist. Gang on deck, let's pick up the pace. Remote in hand, it's a cartoon race. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Flip the channel, hit the screen. Velma's got the clues, keep it clean. Fred in the whip, Daphne looking mean. Shaggy on the snacks, munching every scene. Zoinks, got ghosts in the room. Monsters lurk, smell the cartoon fumes. Fog thicker than my uncle's perfume. Solve it quick, then straight to the tune. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Spooky vibes with the laugh on top. Masked villains, every case non-stop. Trapdoor falls, but the plan don't flop. Cue the laugh track, tick tock, tick tock.
We are live for Ladies Night on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. I'm Zach Chapman, a.k.a. Shaggy, here with Shaggy TV, and ready to play here at the Knoxville Raceway. And, you know, you don't have to check your TVs. You don't have to squint your eyes any harder. You read everything correctly. Now, while not all the names are going to be correct, we'll have last names right for the most part. A couple of the drivers. Leaderboard, obviously, it's going to show their son/boyfriend/husband's name there. But we got the women coming out to play in the clay. And that is why... Now, you know, guys, I love you all. I mean, coast to coast, it's where I literally... got my start. It's where my roots are. But for a normal show, we aren't coming up, with 17, 18 minutes left in practice. I'm going to make you guys wait a bit for that. We'll come up 5 minutes live, but we got to get to know some of the women here. Let's see who's out on the track. And now we'll try to go numerical in the people that are in this room. Now, if that bait looks familiar, Charlotte maybe likes Scooby-Doo a little bit. Maybe I took my number off there. Took my sponsors off and had Charlotte ride around in the mystery machine tonight. Charlotte York, the daughter of the teddy bear. She's going to be out here playing in the clay here at Knoxville tonight. Let's see here. I've got the better one. Yeah, we can zoom in on guys a little bit. I shouldn't say guys, the ladies here tonight. Let's see who else is out on the track currently. Gonna get my pen out, just make little notes here. I want to make sure we look at everybody. Now, I believe this is, yes, Candace Watson. I didn't want to say it wrong. And, spelled Candace. So we may have to, that may auto-translate to the ace, depending on how well she runs tonight. I mean, it's just, you cut out the can, we'll just start calling her ace if she goes out here and collects the checkered flag here tonight. But of course, Candace, the better half of my ex-teammate, William Watson. The reason he's able to put his shoes on straight, or put his shoes on tight, shirt on front waist, not backwards. And, William, lucky to have such a lady like that. And me as well. I guess I could have had that up the whole time, but it's going to be wrong. So obviously, your boy, I'm broadcasting. So Allie was not able to use my steering wheel, and she's actually probably lucky for that because my dad has the way better equipment out there, so she gets to run around on my old man stuff here tonight. But that is my better half. The reason I wake up in the morning every morning with a big old smile on my face, Allie Chapman. And honestly, she's not doing that bad compared to what I thought she was going to give me to work with there. She's running pretty well, right middle of the pack on the timing chart. And the person right behind her, of course, is Christina Brewer, the wife of Mike Brewer. And I guess technically, yeah. I mean, this would be Uncle Ron's kind of daughter-in-law. I mean, this is, so I mean, she's got to be. Oh yeah, her and my wife get together there, and we may see a lot of that here tonight. But I'll tell you what, we're not going to see. Look at that, keeping it pinned. I mean, that thing, it was still drifting a little bit, and I mean. You turn on Monday night, I see some of us crybabies. We're going to pull over. We're going to park that thing for a caution flag. Not Christina. Pedal to the metal, letting that thing sing. Let's go find. And I mean, if this ain't a racing name, I mean, Bud, you set her up for success out here on the racetrack. Daytona Molyneux. Out here rolling around, if I can find the zoomed in camera, running Bud's normal race scheme. Now, I don't, I guess I should have asked. I mean, not that, it's really any of my business. I guess it's rude to do to women, but I'm older than the daughter. I feel like that's a fair question. I can't remember how old Charlotte was, and I have no idea how old Daytona is. Let me see here. I'll pull up the coast-to-coast side. I think everything's running smooth. I'll try to keep an eye on that chat. You guys can yell at me in here. If you know the ages, feel free to say it. And I see we're rooting for Misty. Now, I don't see anyone named Misty. So if you would love to, if I could fish out of you who we're talking about there with Misty, I'd love to use nicknames. Oh, wait, no, yeah, we do. Misty Butterfield. How can I not read? And Misty's at the top of the charts. See, this is what the boys have to work with, okay? I'm not the sharpest tool in that shed. So just bear with me here. They're used to it. You may have to get used to it. But Misty, I mean, if I didn't know her, if I thought that was a nickname, I'm going to know her real quick. She's 2/10 quicker than Putt-Putt's wife. In the 51, Ashley. I haven't taken a look at, seen if Putt-Putt's given her a new ride, but Misty in this 93 machine. You're going to hear me repeating names a lot, too. That's so I don't, just cheat and call Misty Butters, the second. Or, just translate. Like, we don't need a Mrs. Putt-Putt in the 51, but she's probably going to get called Putt-Putt once or twice, especially rolling around the bottom. I mean, she may have learned a thing or two there from her husband. Oh, her and Megan get together. They're by default teammates here, out of the FTM garage. So I'm not sure if, Dino's business at all helps fund the cars that come out of that garage, but they're going to have to fix them up a little bit. Is here. Let's find who else is out on the track. Well, Gretchen's out there, and this is, I mean, you hear me refer to her. Now, you haven't so much this past season because her son's taking a break from, beating the dog snot out of everybody here. He's off in college. I mean, our boy Blake is growing up, and, while he is all of our boy now, he was this woman's boy first, Gretchen Chapman, and looking like the speed is kind of there in the family. I don't know why it didn't get to this Chapman side. no offense, Pops, but we're not necessarily, killing it in speed. But it seems like, that Chapman P3 right there, her son has enough C2C trophies to fill a small warehouse. I mean, it seems like Gretchen, those genes, I don't know. We can maybe credit the husband a little bit too. And I'm not sure what Papa's name is, but we all know she's going to want to take that credit. So let's just, let's let her enjoy it. Rolling around P3 here, and arguably, if not the most famous, definitely the second most famous woman in the coast to coast racing. I mean, Megan is constantly chiming in, talking to me, Marty, whoever's rolling on here. And I mean, she's always rooting on Dino, and she's willing to, call a spade. If she thinks Dino is running like crap, I mean, she'll tell him. And that's what we love about it. I mean, Megan, honestly, I mean, let's just crown it now. No offense, Mama. I know we're always rooting for Blake, but I mean, it seems like Megan's here, rain or shine, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Anytime Dino's on the racetrack, Megan Gossel out there rooting on her man, of course, Dean Reynolds' girlfriend. Now let's take a look here, the popsicle sticks. Now, I believe this is Jenna Patton, and I'm almost certain that's Joseph Scroom. Okay, fiance. That's what was throwing me off there, obviously, the different last name. But, hey, I don't judge. You never know people nowadays. But fiance, I should have, written that down beside. And when we we'll go to Lydia here next, but she is also the only other fiance in the room. But not to call him out, I don't see him in here. Maybe Olivia's busy, but there would have only been one girlfriend here, and it would have been Joseph Grandy's, or no, two. Yeah, Megan, you need to get Dino on it. I mean, get him to pop the question. You deserve it. I mean, I know you deserve it. I don't know about Olivia. I've never gotten to experience her presence like we have yours on a weekly basis. But man, Dino, you better hurry up. I mean, somebody else might be coming for it. You never know, Dino. You better lock it down while you can. Let's go check out Lydia. Let's do my best. Now, I know they're Canadian up there in Canada. I know how you guys are. Now, I debated back and forth. It's either Le Rochelle or La Rochelle. I'm probably going to go the redneck one and go Le, possibly La, back and forth. But, we're not going to judge it for it, right? I mean, because like I say, I'm the redneck American. I mean, you get what you get when you teach us this down in the South. And, oh, yeah, we got Kelly, Uncle Ron's wife. I was just talking about you, Uncle Ron, not too long ago. We showed I guess, it's technically not a daughter-in-law, but hey, man, we all know how us country people are. Your family. Okay. Oh, there we go. La Rochelle. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So, okay, we'll see. We'll inch away from the lay, how we were going to go real redneck with it. So it's La Rochelle. All right. We can handle that. Let's see. Who else? Where's the 28 machine? Has Connie been out on the racetrack? Nope. Connie's sitting there on pit road. But Connie Harris, the wife of Ed Harrison, man, dude, Ed. Now, obviously, this is his paint job. That's a good-looking paint job. Man, I am jealous of that. I love, that's one of them. I can do cartoony ones, obviously, the ones I kind of do for myself, if you've ever seen. But that's something, man, you'd be, that pulled into the racetrack on a Friday, Saturday night. That's going to catch a lot of eyes. That is a good-looking race car. Let's see. Misty's still up at the top. Let's zoom back out. We're gonna be done with this zoom camera a little bit. We got to check them all out. Let's see. Let's go over to another room. They all hanging out. Candace, the only one. The ace. Yeah, we're just gonna start calling her the ace, baby. I know. That's what I said, Bart. I just saw what you said in there. That's why I'm saying we're gonna. It's just we're gonna have to just pretend the can isn't there. I mean, obviously, you want that can-do attitude. You want the first part, but tonight she's just gonna be the ace. That's gonna be. Seems like she's hitting it, but now one thing, not that we did it for this reason. We think it'll make it a little better. Now, the women right now, okay, if I was near my wife, well, first off, she'd be cursing me out, and she'd have every right, because I'd be stressing her out and not letting her enjoy this, which is why, honestly, I'm really glad she's over there at my dad. She's probably getting a good experience that he'll help her when need be. But where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, that's right. Track state. So we are going to reset the track here after practice, too, I think. Dino told me. Here, we got 3 minutes left. I don't care. I'm not getting paid tonight. I did this kindness of my good old heart. Let's check here and bear with me here 1 second. I've got to minimize the board so I can read behind that. It's not over it on your screen, but trust me, it is on mine. And okay, there you go. So it started at a 15. Qualifying, it'll go to 20, and then from there, it'll carry over. So where I was going with this is I'd tell Allie, if I was there, hey, no reason to really go pound the sand too hard here because the track's going to change. It's going to be more or less at, what you were or what it was when you got there. Because my wife was a little late. She didn't get off work until 6, so she didn't get there for the start of practice. But, yeah, so the track will definitely tighten up a little bit. Let's see if I can, Misty, top of the chart. She's the low-hanging fruit here. See how Misty's pushing it right now. So she is actually driving through that shine, which I'll tell you what, Misty, that's awesome. There aren't many. Now, obviously, they're going to be punching it a little harder. Okay, so I'm not going to rip on our boys here too hard. And when you start to punch it harder, that happens. That's what I was going to show. If you start driving over with that stuff right there that looks like it's all wet or, maybe got a glassy film over it, you can't use the right foot to get yourself out of trouble. You've got to, you can to loosen the car up. But what I mean is if a car is starting to pass you and you're over top of that stuff, you're just going to get yourself into trouble. Trying to stomp it, and it's going to get all squirrely sideways. And when we're running a side by side, that's when it can get a little hairy. But hey, 1 minute to go here. Got Christy came back out for one more go around. I promise I will not be too biased. But when you don't pay me and well, they offered to. I shouldn't keep saying that they offered to, but there's no way I would want that. But definitely going to have to keep an eye on my wife here tonight, who just seems to be taking it easy right now, going to the outside. And now, you can do that, but if you're going to run the outside, that's kind of what I want to see here. What Christina's doing up on the outside. If you're gonna go up there, risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. Pin it. Try to win it. Let that thing eat. That's what you got to do. That is exactly what you got to do. And, well, we're going to have a 5-minute qualifying session. It is not going to take 5 minutes to qualify. We are going to let them use all of it, though, I would hope. Not advance early. Just keep everything on a break schedule. Not try to, overwhelm anyone. Let's keep this as fun and, lighthearted as we can. Yeah, it's much fun and lighthearted. I didn't even mention that, so I'm going to take my $50 from last Thursday, and I wanted to do a little more to the winner, but we didn't want to encourage anything bad, like no guys getting on and racing for their wives or anything. So you finish in the top 5, you're going to make yourself $10. So it's as simple as that. First going to pay the same as fifth. So hopefully, maybe the girls who got a little bit more speed, if they're smart, they team up here, and say, hey, let's lock down the front, 3-4 spots, not race too hard. And hey, we're all going to make a little bit of paper here, but we'll have to see. It's really going to be driver's discretion. And we got Charlotte York getting ready to represent here for the teddy bear. She rolls the bottom into turn 1. Just going to keep it straight. That's all you need to do. Just try to keep it straight. And so far, so good for the 09 of Charlotte, who's going to be coming off of 4 here for the final time. We'll see what her first lap time looks like. In the books, 22.53. Meanwhile, the 51 goes quick time of Ashley Christopherson, but not for long. Here comes Mama. No, that wasn't Mama. That was my wife. My Mama in the 37 P2, but Misty said, give it right back. Misty Butterfield, top of the charts in the 93, but the 76, Mama Banks, Jessica Banks, top of the charts, 1994. Oh, somebody snuck one out on him there. I mean, that's out of his ballpark. Great run for Jessica. Let's see, 39 out here. Christina, let's see what she does. Rolls into turn number 3 for the final time. I believe this will be lap number 2. Oh, maybe didn't like it. Lifted a little bit there, trying to straighten it up. And yeah, that'll slow down sector 2. Not going to improve that time. Oh, is Gretchen. She goes around. We got Megan out here in the 79 machine. Let's see what Megan's going to do. Oh, going for a ride, clips the berm. She settles it down, though. I'm sure Dino can get out of control. If you can settle down Dino, you can settle down a 358 modified. As you roll off of 4, what's lap number 2 going to be? I don't think it's going to be quicker. It's not. It's going to be P7 for Megan. As Gretchen comes across the line. We're going to get credit for a lap here, or is that still the spin-out lap? We'll see. I'm not really... SDK not giving me a lot of information. And, we got an Olivia sighting! Hang on! Olivia Landolfo coming up next after we watch Gretchen Chapman cross the line. The 20 machine moves up to P7. Olivia rolling around, and you knew Grandy was doing this. Put a pink scheme on for her. Look at Grandy. I mean, boyfriend of the year here was second to Dino. You guys are going to be in a tough fight as Olivia gets a little loose there through the center of 1 and 2. But like Megan, able to settle it down there, gather it back underneath. And now Grandy's saying, come on, Olivia, pin it. Pin it. Let that thing sing. Let it eat. Final time. Off of 4, the 518. Gonna stay P14, but hey, we got a long night of racing ahead of us here, and it is gonna get, I imagine, even more fun, lighthearted, man. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button here on the Coast to Coast page. If you feel like doing it, you can do it at my page too, and maybe share it. Let's get this thing out. This could be a lot of fun for other friends and family members to check out here. As I would like to mention, Isaac Salas's grandpa, he was in the hospital. I'm not sure if he still is, but Arlen, I don't know if you'd be watching this, but Arlen, if you are, man, you've always helped us at Coast to Coast, and well, not just for that reason, but we hope you get better. Gramps, nobody wants to sit in a hospital. That sucks, man. Get better, and hopefully we can have you chiming in here soon. But now, this is where I have a little fun, okay? And by fun, I mean I get to have long pauses, sound like an idiot here a little bit. Because, well, I mean, obviously, it's not the teddy bear, rounding out the field in the 09 like it normally is. It's Charlotte York, the daughter of the teddy bear. And row 3 to the outside, it's Lydia La Rochelle. There we go. I had to cheat and look back over. I'm telling you, it's tough to look at everything. Lydia La Rochelle in the 17 to the inside, the 11 of Jenna Patton. Row 2 to the outside, the 20 of Gretchen Chapman to the inside, the 51 of Ashley Christopherson. And row 1 for heat race number 1 to the outside, the 23 of the ace, Candace Watson, and starting on the pole, the wife, or the mother of the hot shoe, excuse me. You probably didn't like that too much. Ryland in the 76. Jessica Banks. I knew I was going to do that. I knew I was going to hit one of you. I mean, odds were it wasn't going to be my long-lost, unrelated cousin, Blake Chapman. We all knew it was coming here. So let's see. It should be 10-lap heat races. As the drivers roll off of 4 for the final time, we take a look to that Iowa sky. The green flag is high. Ladies, let the dirt fly. Heat race number 1 is underway. We're beating and banging right away. Ashley gets shoved to the inside. She gathers it up, though. Gonna lose a couple spots. 3rd, back to 6th. Oh, making a move there on the 17. Ashley, I mean, I'm telling you, Putt-Putt may be driving that thing. That's how he'd roll it. Low and slow on the inside. That's the way to go. Oh, the Mystery Machine hung up on the berm. Get her going, Charlotte. 76 out front, Jessica. No sweat. I mean, she's got it in her blood, man. Her son, they call him the hot shoe. I mean, come on. Mama's shoe had to be hot first. At one point in time, look at that. I mean, she's got to be the quickest driver of the minivan, coming out of that school parking lot. Unbelievable what Jessica's doing. But the ace reeling her in P2, and here comes Gretchen as well. Candace goes a little high there through 1 and 2. And now you just see, I mean, right now, if none of them are really hammered down right foot, it's going to be tough to kind of get off that bottom. But then again, you see Jessica, I mean, that sheet metal's bent up a little bit on the right side. She just used up the front wall here. Oh, man. You don't want to make a mistake like that. Not when you're out front leading. As Ashley Christopherson, gets a little sideways, ramps the berm, keeper pin. Oh, doesn't lose a spot, keeps it straight. Gretchen Chapman trying to reel in the front 2 as we're coming to 1 mile left to play here at the Knoxville Raceway. Jessica out front, no worries here unless she makes a mistake. Candace not really in that pounce range. Got to get to about 3-4 tenths and maybe overdriving it a little bit there. Allowing Gretchen to reel her back in, but she gets sideways. Oh, hang on to it, mama. Straightens it out, somehow stays in 3rd. Is big gap to Ashley, but Ashley can see her now. Can she get there? I don't think so. But here comes Mama Banks crossing the line. Jessica wins heat race number 1. Candace Watson, P2. Gretchen Chapman, 3rd. Ashley Christopherson, 4th. Lydia La Rochelle, P5. Charlotte York, 6th. And Jenna Patton rounds out the field. I'm tearing up. This is going to be a lot of fun. I am laughing. This is only going to get better here. As let's get ready to take a look at the starting lineup for heat race number 2. Rounding out the field, the 518 of, well, Mrs. 100 grand, Olivia Landolfo, row 3 to the outside. The 28 of Connie Harris to the inside. The 39 of Christina Brewer. Row 2 to the top shelf. The 79 of Megan Gossel to the inside. The 883 of Daytona Molyneux. And row 1 for heat race number 2 at the Knoxville Raceway. To the outside, the 37 of my wife, Allie Chapman, and starting on the pole, the 93 of Misty Butterfield. Oh, whoops, wrong camera. My apologies. There we go. I looked back at the TV. That wasn't correct. As we go down the backstretch here for what should be the final time. And we'll get set to go play here. 10 more laps at the Knoxville Raceway. My neighbors may hate me, but it's getting warm here. I'm going to have to crack that window. As we take a look to the Iowa sky. Oh, what a restart this is going to be. We're 3 wide already. The green flag waves. Baby, heat race number 2 is underway. Olivia gave the spots back there. I'm not sure if they'll be able to clear all. Let me see. Nope. Okay. Or yeah, Jackson here. He'll be able to clear all. That won't be a problem. Misty leads the way. Oh, Allie slips up there on the outside. Allows the 883 of Daytona to sweep on by. Move Daytona up into P2. Can she drive away from Allie? It looks like she can, having no issues at all. It's Christina. I mean, come on, Christina. Go up there. Give my wife some trouble. She gets a little bit loose there through the center of 3 and 4. Starting to reel her in, though. Here she comes. I mean, look at that. I mean, she sees the fruit. She's trying to reach up there and grab it, but kisses the throttle a little too hard, almost loses it. And Megan Gossel now cast out the fishing line. Can she reel her in? As we click the wrong camera here, let's click the right one. Let's ride on board here with Megan. See what it's like trying to roll the inside of the berm. All cars right now basically have that 1.5, 2 second gap in between. But right now, Megan just rolling that cut down line, trying to find as much speed as she can as we go up to Christina. You can see the difference here. Not as much of a cut down. She's reeling in Allie and truthfully is the quicker of the two. But Allie just hasn't made the mistakes that we've seen Christina make. Allie hasn't been getting this sideways. Whereas you see Christina, she's willing to risk it. Maybe go a little heavier on the throttle than the 37, who is almost starting to lose a little bit of touch there with the 883 of Daytona Molyneux there in P2. But right now, Allie comfortable. If you told her she was going to finish P3 heat race number 2, she probably wouldn't have been as nervous when she walked out of the door here tonight. We've got 2 laps to go. And Misty Butterfield absolutely picking them up and laying them down. 5.8. Make it 6 seconds here as we roll to the line. 1 lap to go. Oh, Misty. I mean, I'll tell you what, that's chucking them out the window there, hanging them out for everyone to see. I mean, the cojones on Misty. A 6-second lead. A 6-second lead, and she still laps the guy. Goes around the outside and picks up the win for heat race number 2. Is all. We've got a battle here for P2 heating up a little bit. Oh, it's going to be Daytona. Christina edges out Allie there, P4. Megan 5th. Connie, P6. And Olivia rounds out the field. All right, so should be a 5-minute warm-up. I am gonna mute up here for a little. Let's see. Actually, let's see. Oh, Isaac, dude, I just saw you chime in on my thing there, man. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I wish the best to your grandpa, brother. I hope Arlen's doing better, man. That was that sucks. I saw he fell and was in the hospital. That hopefully, man, you wish him the best from all of us. That is not any fun to have to kind of deal with that. But actually, you know what? We have the warm-up thing. Stick around. One quick video. We'll be right back.
Thank you to our sponsors and partners for the 2025-2026 winter season.
We're back for the second half here, the main half, we should say, of Ladies' Night here at the Knoxville Raceway. 14 women showed up, and I'm telling you, that's awesome. You know, that's more than we're getting for some Rebels races on Monday nights here. So they showed up, and man, hopefully next time, you know, we get a little more going in there. You know, maybe get us up to 20. Maybe make them run a B main. I mean, boy, wouldn't that be something? Right now, you can see, well, you don't see the actual time because I have it on the wrong one. We may know, now this is no offense, ladies, but it looks like that's 17 here. Of La Rochelle. I mean, that Lydia seems to be the real deal here. You don't come out and put a time down, you know, 0.6 faster than the rest of the field here. I mean, that's going to have to work through traffic a little bit, though, I think. As didn't, I believe, I think Banks won the heat race, right? Let's go. Let's cheat and look. Yeah. Oh, came on P5, so it was a hiccup there in the beginning. Probably just cost her. Unless Shane hopped on the sim. If you did, Shane, if you hopped on to show those ladies a lap, I love you for helping them out, but I hate you now for making my whole commentary not make sense. But it's almost time, ladies. You know, it's time to get ready because we're going to go play in the clay here at the Knoxville Raceway in some 358 modifieds for your Shaggy TV Ladies Night. Let's get ready to take a look at the starting lineup. Ladies get set to go play at the Knoxville Raceway. Rounding out the field, row 7 to the outside, the 518 of Olivia Landolfo to the inside, the 11 of Jenna Patton. Row 6 to the outside, the 28 of Connie Harris to the inside, the 09 of the little teddy bear, Charlotte York. Row 5 to the outside, the 79 of Megan Gossel to the inside, the 17 of Lydia La Rochelle. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 37, my better half, Allie Chapman to the inside, the 51 of Ashley Christofferson. Row 3 to the tippy top, the 39 of Christina Brewer to the inside, the 20 of Gretchen Chapman. Now, this is not the first time. I forgot to pause Discord. We're going right back. You ain't ruining my party. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 883 of Bud Molyneux. Or not Bud Molyneux. I knew I was going to do that. Daytona Molyneux to the inside, the 23 of Candace Watson. And row 1 for tonight's Ladies Night A-Main, the 93 of Misty Butterfield. And starting on the pole, the 76 of Jessica Banks. As the ladies roll off of 4 for the final time, we look at the Iowa sky. The green flag is high. Ladies, let the dirt fly. 30 laps to play. Our A-Main is underway. Oh, front 3 looking to break away here. We got a party up front. Jessica out to an early lead, but here comes Misty on the inside trying to dance. Can't do it. Oh, slip and slide. Oh, Christina on the outside gets around Gretchen Chapman. High, wide, and handsome in that 39. Does she tuck to the inside? Oh, no. Gets on the slip and slide is Daytona. She's looking to go down. Protect the inside in the 883, but we got a caution flag. Oh, and it's none other. Oh, no. Did my wife? That is a shame. So I just realized my wife missed the grid, so hopefully everything okay over there. But let's take a look. Let's see if we can see what happened here. It looks like it's actually going to be Megan Gossel. So what kind of husband am I there? Didn't even notice Allie wasn't getting to do that. Megan, oh, just was going to try to straighten it up there, but came back down the racetrack, and her and the 11 of Jenna Patton, they got to know each other real quick and in a hurry here. So That's a tough break. And what happened? Let me see something here. So on the entry list. Oh, dude. That's a tough break. And see, welcome to the world of iRacing. We call those motor troubles here packet loss. Packet loss, packet loss. And well, this may be the dagger. Maybe I can finally talk my dad into running the Ethernet down through the basement and drilling up through the floor like I have done. And so I was probably, 13, 14 years old. I'll never forget that day, man. He came home, and I thought I'd have it done by the time he get there. But, he hears, and I mean, I maybe got a what the heck are you doing, when he came in there. But, hey. All work, and we didn't need to upgrade the internet anymore. So I mean, he was happy about that. But they have good internet. Same thing I have. The problem is one of those houses too. Wait, timeout. I just saw what William said. Oh, he ratted out his wife there. This was where the caution flag came, but okay, it wasn't Candace's fault. It wasn't Candace's fault. They kind of, Misty got loose, came down the racetrack, and they made contact. And well, Misty ended up, we're back under, sorry, we took the green flag there, and that's a great jump there for Jessica. But Misty probably needed to go down and use a quick repair. But yeah, she wasn't charged for the caution, but I'll tell you what I do kind of like here. Let's see. The ladies, I mean, now maybe, we like to race a little harder than this, but take a note, gentlemen. Oh, no, we're touching in the back. Daytona gets running the outside wall there by Jessica. They touch, they bang. Jessica goes around. No caution flag. We continue. Here comes the race leader. Oh, boy, mayhem. Watch out. Not too sure there either. It looks like my wife, she may have given up on trying to come back. Can't say I blame her, but I'll tell you what. Let's just be honest. The battle's on here maybe for P2. Banks is gone. I mean, Mama, what are you doing here? I mean, Jessica absolutely, this is not feminism. She is taking these ladies to the whipping post here. I mean, we got 24 laps to go. She is lapping the field. And, she did get back out there. She pulled out in front of Candace. Oh, Candace. Oh, man. Oh, Candace does a great job of avoiding my wife, the missile, coming off of pit road here. That could have been bad. That was not the caution flag, obviously. I think we're going to credit that here to Daytona. She's been racing pretty hard here. Leader was coming up on the outside. Let's see what happened. Can we go up top? Oh, yeah, she just didn't want to touch the leader. You could see leader gets a little loose, and she yanks it down over the berm. Almost keeps it out of the wall. But, Bud, we may have to go to the trailer here. I mean, we may need to... No, actually, that don't look too... Oh, yeah, we may need to go to the trailer here. I stand where I was going with that. She does do the toe. But I think they are, they're doing wave around. So if you go a lap down, it's no big deal, man. We're here to have fun. Here to let the ladies play a little bit and have to see. I know Bart, he's listening to this. I mean, talk some strategy, man. I mean, you're going to have to, maybe talk her into jumping this thing. I mean, you got to get in your wife's ear. And, no offense, Jessica. But, we may have to turn this into a USA versus Canada thing. I mean, Canada's only got 2 entries in this. And right now they're running 1st and 6th. So I would say, right now, I don't know if it's the maple syrup they chug or what it is, but it's working. Right now that 76 is lightning. So there you go, William. I see you're watching now. You go up there, you pop the earpiece, you send the kid, and you say, you're going to have to jump this start, Mama. You know, we're going to have to do this for America. Maybe work together with Christina, you know, since they are default FTF teammates here this week. As the lights are off on our Steve King Foundation pace car, so it's going to be on Jessica whenever she wants to fire. As soon as the pace car pulls off, she can drop the hammer, let it fly. And she does. It's ladies' night here at the Knoxville Raceway. Oh, Misty. Remember, she was up there running, I want to say, you know, P2 before she had that hiccup and a little bit of contact there with Watson, and somehow we're going to assume that everything gets refixed here. Yeah, there we go. I saw it had Megan in first there for a little bit, but you know how SDK can be. You guys have been here long enough. Oh, look at Megan in the popsicle stick. Oh, popsicle stick's trying to cut underneath. Jenna Patton, I mean, look at the wheel. I mean, all over it. Oh, no, we're contact. Too hard in the wall. Got the 17 of La Rochelle and the 93 of Misty. Let's see what happened here. Oh, man, the ladies, they got the gloves off, and this started early. Let's see if we can trick SDK to going back a little further. Okay, so right now we got Misty, and that's Olivia there in the 518, and hey, they're just gonna meet in the middle. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, two great minds, they like to share thoughts, and sometimes when you meet in the middle, you just meet in there a little too hard. And tough break there for the 17 of La Rochelle, who I don't know. Let's see. We'll speed this up to a normal pace. Grab the 17. Not too sure. Yeah, okay. So Shane not gonna have her toe there. I wouldn't either if I was there watching, because we'll go down and use the quick repair, obviously. I mean, there's no reason not to. Unlimited quick repairs here tonight. But you don't want to risk that toe if you can drive it. That'll just, you know, that'll pretty much damn you to being a lap down. So that's not what you're trying to go for here, that's for sure. Wonder who's in the Discord. Who's all hanging out down there? Oh, man. So, I'll tell you what. Gretchen right now, I didn't even realize this. Gretchen, she may come up and win this whole thing, and I'll tell you why right now. She has got the mare. Steve Bixler in there spotting for her in the Discord. I mean, if that don't add an extra 50 horsepower, having the mare up there on the spotter stand, I don't know what does. Is green flag set to wave. We are back underway. 20 laps for the girls to go play. Oh, I mean, look at that. Connie even gave the spot back before the start-finish line, so we better wave that black. Oh! La Rochelle makes a little bit of contact there with the 883 of Daytona. Daytona just trying to settle it down. She slides around. Caution, flag waves. We kind of saw that kick off, and I don't, you know, not that we're playing any blame game at all here tonight, but Daytona is, I guess, coming down the racetrack a little bit. You can see La Rochelle. I mean, she is literally almost comes to a stop trying to kind of let Daytona gather it up there, and she's just back and forth, doesn't want to hit anybody, and pancakes off the side of that 37 Harry Potter machine, and Daytona goes around. No harm, no foul. We'll re-rack them, restack them, and get ready to go back and play one more time. I'm about to thank my brother-in-law for taking our dog out. Thank you, Nick. Because normally my wife is the one who babysits my wild dog from barking and screaming up a storm. Oh, we're wadding them up here under caution. I was taking a drink of my not even ice cold Mountain Dew. What happened here? What happened here? Who was sitting still? We're wadding them up. Oh, Olivia realized, hey, maybe I went too far. Tell me not to do this. Megan, that's what we deal with. Look at Ashley, though. I mean, you talk about race awareness. I mean, that's what it's about. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. Thank you, Nick. You know, there's an unsung hero in every story. As SDK, really, it ain't behaving here. Wondering if we maybe gave too many people wave arounds, or honestly, if we stay green, I think you could give the whole field a wave around, and it's barring the 76 of Jessica, and she will still win. With what I'm seeing, I am very impressed. I'm like almost willing to, put that in blood here on the paper that she's the winner. That's pretty unbelievable. The pace we've seen is the green flag waves. We are back underway. And yeah, so I think maybe people did get too many wave rounds. We're going to throw another caution right away here, and we're going to try to line the girls up correctly, I think. Now, this is where I'm going to be honest with you. I'm anxious because the girls are either going to do this way better than we do it, because we're terrible. I mean, we're a bunch of first-class idiots when it comes to, trying to get lined up. So we'll have to see if they're any better at it than we are, because this, there's a good chance. I mean, we're riding around under caution for, 5, 10. Who knows? I mean, grab your vapes, hit a blinker, do what you got to do. Consider this a blinker checkpoint. Here is, we are approaching halfway here, and, my brother will appreciate that. Anybody in the room who hears it, I consider it to be a blinker checkpoint. Let's see, where's the pace car at? Uh-oh. All right, well, we're back under green. But I don't know if we're back under green. You know what I mean? I mean, this is... I don't know. I mean, if we have to score it another way, if we have to override it, we will. We need to, because, I mean, we know who is P1. We do. And we'll just have to pull Candace and Rylan out ahead next time. William, you're smart enough. If I am, if we get another, when we get another caution run up there, tell her to go around. Because we'll put her back in P2, and we got to get Mama Banks back up there P1. For the time being, it's got Christy, I believe, running P1 here. Hopefully she's not offended by the Christy. As I see Uncle Ron, you're writing in there. Is she a Christy? Is she okay with that? Or is she a game set match Christina? Is Misty Butterfield, I think, involved in this caution? Let's see. This is what SDK's telling me. Oh, yeah. She's coming through pretty quick there, and just going to clip the berm. And, you go up there. You hit that right front like that. Look at that thing. It's going to bounce around. She's going to say, Jason, this car is not turning. Your steering wheel's broken. And Jason, if you're smart, you say, oh, my God, Misty, I think you just broke my wheelbase. I need to go buy a Fanatec DD2 base immediately. That's how I would personally handle it. And then when she's not looking, click the reset button. Get the car handling back and forth, but try to get some new equipment out of this. That's what we're gonna hope for. We got to see here. So we're gonna get. So now, even if they stay ahead of the pace car here, they still have to drive around. That's what's not going on here. So I think if any of the drivers, or maybe I can write it in the Powder Puff chat. I'm going to say it's got Banks and Watson a lap down to me. They need to go around, I think. But let's check here, actually, before I already clicked send, if I'm being honest. So, I already kind of cried wolf here. Let's make this go away. I can't even do it because I have a flag there and it will not let me click through. We'll have to check it whenever they go green here. But just to see. But either way, we know we know how it's supposed to go here. So get ready to watch the Steve King Foundation pace car pull off, and no, we won't. Go around one more time here. Gonna go around one more time. And it might be me crying wolf. They may be trying to. Yeah, Jack's answering me. So that may be what it is, I may be crying wolf. Who knows if it really is a problem in the iRacing thing. It could be just a Zach problem here. But like I say, it won't even let me click through that to look on it right now. We'll have to see. Because, yeah, Christie shouldn't... right now, Mama Chapman should be P3. We should all be how it's set here. Is the green flag waves. We are back underway. And, Mama goes around! And they did just score Watson and Banks back in, but Mama goes around. And I'm telling you, it's easy to, look at your boy or look at your husband and say, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? And it looks so much easier till we get inside of this race car. And you just one little touch here, you can see Gretchen, she clips it twice. So she's gonna pin it. You ready to pull the pin? Let's go. She's pulling around the 79. You can see still gapping the 79 a little bit, even after grabbing the wall twice, but then comes down the racetrack trying to gather it up, and Megan's there, nowhere for Megan to go, and Gretchen just going to bounce, go around here, and Charlotte! Good night! What a drive through this thing. Let's see here. We're going to have to go back one more time whenever I get into the camera that I want. I'm going to quit doing that one of these days. I'm going to remember that I named that camera wrong. And look at this. Charlotte, she goes, where'd I go? Oh, she even got shoved from behind and still wheeled it around. Good job, Charlotte. Boy, oh boy. Got punted and somehow still held on to it. But either way, right now, the ladies, I'm telling you, I hope you're having fun, because I am. This is a nice stress-free night here, where we just get to play around, no points on the line, just get to, swing it around, show all the other ladies what we got. It looks like we're about to go back green this time by. Field not tightened up here, but who cares? Says Jessica Banks. We're back underway, and it looks like maybe everything resetting itself out here. We'll have to see. Oh, here comes the ace. Candace reeling in Jessica. I maybe wrote it off too early here. Candace, oh, gets a little loose. Meanwhile, Jessica high and wide. Ripping that outside on corner entry and just carrying all that speed. 76, man. Jessica Banks, the real deal. Might have to kick the boy out of the race car here and maybe give Mama a little bit of seat time. We got a little, oh no, not a little. Big contact at 93 of Butterfield. Misty involved in this one. Couldn't tell from SDK if we already had a car around, if it's maybe the 883 and the 11 here. Oh, no, Butters goes in there. And see, I knew I was going to do that. I'm so used to seeing Jason's car. Misty, sorry about calling you Butters there. That's not exactly the most flattering women name. Just goes in there and gets into the back of Jenna. And it's just one of those things where, you know, Blake Chapman, he has to deal with it when he's behind a guy like me. You know, I mean, sometimes, even though you're quicker, you got to find a way to maneuver yourself around that car if they're in the racing line that you want. And, you know, that's probably why I'm up here in the box, you know, got sick of just being the bait out there for the fast guys to go catch. And I just noticed somebody put all their food stamps there on Misty. Now, I'm rooting for you to not starve this month, but it is not looking good right now. I don't know, you know, if you bet the spread what the cover was, what position she needed. But right now, Jessica out front has been all night. The ace been rolling around P2. Christina up into third now after Gretchen went around. Got Ashley. P4, and then who we got? Connie rounding out the top 5 here in that 28 machine. I think we're going green this time by. I could be wrong, but I do think we are going green this time by. So let's see if that pace car dives off. She does. Let's take a look to that Iowa sky one more time. Should have 12 laps left for the girls to go play. We're back underway at the Knoxville Raceway. There's contact. Connie hard in the outside wall. Oh, boy. Charlotte, is she able to take advantage here and go by Connie? No, she hits the loud pedal a little too hard. Goes around, loops it. Trying to straighten it up. Charlotte, can she get it straight? She does. Green flag. We're still under green flag. Excuse me. We continue. Oh, battle of the teammate wives here. Ashley and Christy. Who's going to win this one? This is for the bottom step of the podium. Oh, yellow flag waves. They got to wait. They got to wait. They're going to have 9 laps left to duke it out. They're going to have to take a quick breather as the yellow flag waves. Let's see if it was Connie Harris here. This is the only thing I'm really getting off SDK. And let's see. Yeah, that's probably it right there because cars were coming. Caution flag waves. The girls get to line it up and go try one more time. Let's check in on my wife here. Let's check in. Let's see how she's rolling around. I mean, so far the inside here, everything's straight on the inside. Now let's take a look here on the outside. I mean, you can see a couple waves in that. That was straight when she left the garage. So maybe getting a few less Christmas presents from the girls out there. We'll have to see what her story's like when she comes back home. We'll do one more lap around, I think, and then we'll go green this time. I thought we were going to be going green that time. Now the lights, definitely off here, so we'll go back underway. Steve King Foundation pace car pulls off. We take a look to that sky. The green flag is high. Ladies, let the dirt fly. We're back underway. 10 laps to go play. I thought it would move us down to 9 because I thought Banks had just crossed the start-finish line. But, oh, look at that move for P2. Oh, contact. Oh, Christie got a little loose there. Right front gone, Mike. Right front, you're going to want to tap her on the shoulder. Get her to park that thing on the racetrack. Let's bring a caution flag out. There we go. There we go. I mean, we don't need the lady up there battling for P2, finishing a lap down. Let's park this thing. What's one more caution flag at this point? And you could see that we caught the end of it there. So Christie had got the run here. Made the pass for... Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, look at her channeling that inner racing. Now, this is all restart, baby. Going to the bottom, letting it eat, just going down there. There's a lot of tack down there. I mean, Brewer, he's probably got a half chub right now watching that. I mean, he is excited. And there, she just, a little too heavy on the throttle. Just got a little too excited after she put the work boots on there and made that pass. But now we know it's in there. It's just, can she pull it back out and get towards the front here in what will be, about a 9-lap shootout. So just gonna hope that there's enough left in that tank to make a big boy move here. And I don't think Olivia has to apologize about anything, $100,000. I mean, this has been quite the show. And right now, I mean, it's no kidding. I mean, she clearly gets it from you, brother. I mean, look at that hard charger up 10 spots. I mean, what'd you do? Teach her to go out there for the hard charger points? I mean, tough luck. We're not giving any tonight. But, I mean, if that ain't one out of the $100,000 notebook, I mean, I don't know what is. We may actually only have 8 laps to go here, where I think that was the situation. Maybe the leaders had taken that lap where I thought it was before, because you're going to add 3 with the way SDK is now. So an 8-lap shootout. That's 4 miles left here in Iowa. Candace got caught sleeping on that last restart, but no Christie behind her this time. So let's see, maybe she makes the move to the inside. And as the green flag waves, we're back underway. 8 laps, ladies. Let's burn it down. Candace trying to go up there in the fluff, man, right up there in the Hershey Kisses. But you got to put the pedal to the metal. You're going to do that. And Jessica just watching in that rearview mirror, the lead growing and growing and growing. 76 gone, long way out front. Olivia, can she get to that bottom step of the podium? I don't know. She's going to need some help. And may have gotten it there in the form of a caution flag. Megan Gossel goes around in that 79 machine. Let's see what happened. Brewer, just gets into the back of Connie there. Connie just playing it safe. Megan trying to drive it in deep on the bottom, and just little contact goes around. And Here we go, back under caution. We're going to line them up, and we're going to do it again here. Now, me and Dean talked about this. Okay, all right. Just curious. He gave it an hour session. So we have 28 minutes left. That's plenty of time. But I didn't know how long we were kind of pushing, because I knew the heat races, they went rather quick. But we'll have enough time here for the ladies to get their race done. We're not gonna, it won't be shortened here by the time clock. Nobody wanted to see a time shorten. Yeah, yellow flag still displayed. Almost had a hiccup there. Thought we were getting ready to go back green, but nope. We'll get the 1 to green this time by. Do want to keep an eye on Misty here, though. Had a couple hiccups there in the early stages. Remember, she was up there to second. And I'm climbed the ladder back up inside of the top 5. Can Misty maybe mark her territory there, get on the podium? Let's see. As the green flag is high, ladies, let's let the dirt fly. We're back underway. 6 laps left to play. Oh, the 76 goes around. Oh, no, that was your leader. The 76 goes around Banks. Let's see what happened. We'll kick back the line, but we got to see what happened here. Candace went around on the outside, and there was just a little bit of contact. Candace didn't want to give her a lot of room, as she shouldn't. Caution flag now waves. And it's going to be for Megan Gossel. Now, this is going to be interesting. William, you know as well as I do, it's not what we want to happen to us, but it's what happens in iRacing sometimes. If that caution flag came before they got across the line here, as Megan just got a little bit sideways, but that was enough for the caution flag to fly. The ace going to have to give up P1. So let's see. Is Jessica, Ryland, is Ryland there with Mom over the shoulder saying, Mom, it's saying you can go around these guys. You can go around these guys. It is saying that. That's what I was waiting for. Mama, getting advantage of the caution flag. That is the way it works in dirt racing, sweethearts. Oh, maybe she was only back to, or maybe she had fallen back to 4th. Maybe a couple of them had crossed the line. Okay. So back to P5. So that puts Misty in front of her. All right. All right. That's big news for Misty. Because let's be honest. I mean, Misty may be the hardest hitter out of the top 4. I mean, Candace has shown pace, but, she hasn't really had to, well, I was going to say had to really make that move, and then I'm lying. I forget with the cautions. She made that move. She sent it in there on the high side. So that, I take back everything I said here. I mean, I don't know. If she's willing to drive it in like that and not nurse it on the bottom here in these restarts, it's going to be really hard for one of the other ladies to kind of cut off that momentum and steal it back, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. Time is winding down. When we get the green flag, should have 4 laps to go. 2 miles left here at the world-famous Knoxville Raceway. As Candace Watson out front. Gonna watch the Steve King Foundation pace car. Get ready to yank it off the racing surface. And no offense to the rest of the ladies here, but we're probably going to focus towards the front. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. Olivia. Oh, man, I love it. If that wasn't Joseph Grandy telling her to go for it. Oh, contact after bouncing off the wall. The 76 clips it too. My wife barely jams it in the middle and makes it by. But Olivia goes around. Caution flag waves. I'm anxious to see here the 76. We will look at that caution here with Olivia, but Jessica hit the wall pretty hard, but the right front looks okay. That's what I was wondering here if we were going to make Mama try to duck down pit road, but you can see Olivia just clips that outside wall there and doesn't want to clip the back of the 51 too hard. She probably didn't realize, hey, I would have been safe to fall in line there, but just, playing it safe. And then you went up the track and then, I got to yank it back down. Comes down, car low, and Olivia goes around, but she looks good doing it in that pink 518. I'll tell you what, Candy. Hell of a wrap. This is all the wives, or not all of us, obviously, because it's C2C. We've got like 100 people. But this is some of our wives. If anybody's wondering who I'm talking to, somebody asked me on my stream. This is our wives racing. So, my name's Zach Chapman. The 37 is my wife. There are two Chapmans, so that's why I felt the need to clarify that. But, yep, our wives are out here just mixing it up, playing around. They give us a hard time, say it's easy. What are we doing? What are we wasting our time? And we're just showing them, that in a 30-lap race, sometimes you can have 12 cautions. That's the way it goes, depending on what you ate for breakfast or lunch that day. I mean, that could really set the tone. And these ladies going to learn. They're going to learn. And I can't wait to do this again. Hopefully this becomes not a yearly thing, but let's be honest, a seasonal thing. Coast to coast, we start a new season every 13 weeks, so hopefully we can work this in to a charity week even, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Is Olivia got mad and quit? Well, Grandy, I don't think that makes Olivia different than you or I. I think we've both been there before. As the green flag waves, we are back underway. The ladies got 3 laps left to play. Candace, how hard does she go? Because Banks knows, I got to go now. Jessica, wasting no time. Hammer down, P2. Here we go, Mama. Jessica Banks, letting her eat on the outside. William, you better run upstairs. Tell your wife to put the pedal to the metal. Oh, she just got the memo. Here comes Mama. Jessica, looking for the lead. Candace says no. She goes to the outside. The ace slides up, looking to protect. Jessica goes to the bottom, side by side for the lead. Sliders comes up, takes the lead. Are we going to get a caution flag? No, we're not. White flag waves, 1 to go. Jessica Banks leads the way after falling to the rear with some contact. And man, she didn't let it phase her. Oh, my wife comes up the racetrack. Oh, no! She ends up on the roof! Candace! Oh, my gosh, with an upset win! Candace Watson steals it! Misty Butterfield, P2! And Ashley Christopherson rounds out the podium. Gretchen Chapman, P4. Oh, my gosh! Charlotte York rounds out the top 5. Christina Brewer 6th. Megan Gossel 7th. Jenna Patton 8th. Connie Harris 9th. Oh, this one stings. I'm sorry, Jessica. I know my wife is too. Not that it means anything. But Jessica Banks coming on P10. Oh, my wife, P11. Bud Molyneux 12. Olivia, or I said, did Bud Molyneux again? Oh my God, Daytona Molyneux. I'm sorry, I was laughing out there with my wife. Oh, I have literal tears running down my face right now. Olivia Landolfo, 13th. Oh, man. And rounding out the field, the 17 of Lydia La Rochelle. Oh, okay. If you want to know what happened, Uncle Ron, let's look at what happened. Let's look at what happened. Let's give these ladies a little bit of time. This is... I feel so bad. I do. I feel so bad. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm just going to be quiet because I saw what happened. If you guys missed it, I don't want to ruin the surprise for you here. But just let you know, at this point, this driver has about a, 2-3 second lead, easily going to bring home the win. And, well, I sleep next to that black car every night that's pulling up the racetrack. She's trying to straighten it up. Now, there was a lane up there. There was a lane, okay? But, still, I mean, what are you really supposed to do there? Oh, I feel so bad for Jessica. What a heartbreak. Oh, what a heartbreak. Oh, man, that's tough. Oh, that is so tough. All right. Okay. I'm done. I'm done laughing at the ladies' expense. Let's see if I can get a word with Putt Putt's wife, if we're getting them to join the Discord and stuff. Okay, nice. They are all in there. Okay. And Butters, just a heads up, when I pull up Misty next, you're going to have to unmute her mic for her because you always have that muted mic icon. Just a heads up, because I seriously doubt she's going to know how to do that. Maybe she does. And hey, Dino, what's going on, brother?
That was a riot. They did great.
Oh, yeah, but I tell you, man, Jessica, she may have a hit out on my wife after that one, Dino. Oh, man. She looked like she was going to clean that one up. I feel bad for her.
I said to Megan on the last lap, just avoid those cars. It's one to go. It ain't going to go yellow. Go, go, go.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was fun. That was definitely a lot of fun. And now, well, I don't know if you've ever met her before, but we'll get to meet her together because Ashley Christofferson. First off, what was it like? Do you maybe think what we do you have any more respect for us at all, or is it way still as easy as you thought it was?
I feel it in my arms, my tummy, my hands. It's very harder than I thought it was.
She sounds like Clay.
Yes, she does. So if I could tell, obviously we started to get faster, as we got more comfortable, you just started to feel it. But there were some girls, who, it just seemed like they were sending it. Like when the 76 went around you on the outside, did it entice you at all to, maybe want to pick up that throttle and try to go a little faster? I don't know if you ever watch your husband race, but you mimicked him to a T. That's how he runs, low and slow on the bottom. And, I mean, he always finishes on the podium just like you did.
Well, I watched him a lot, but I think I had, half an hour to practice the whole time. This is the first time I've done it. I don't think I could do it again.
Oh, well, you kind of spoiled that because that's what I was going to say. If I can talk these boys, we obviously we hope to get more of you ladies, but did you have enough fun realistically if we put the pressure on you? Would you do it again? I mean, you finished on the podium.
You'll be at the next one.
I would do it again, but I think I need to get more practice in.
Well, hey, that's on Clay. At least, Ashley, you got to give Clay this because I drove my wife out to my dad's 2 days ago to practice. I had her practice at Charlotte, which is a totally different racetrack. So at least your husband put you on the right track. I mean, you got to give him that.
He did. He did good.
Well, Ashley, congratulations on finishing P3 here. I know it's lame. We're in the virtual world, but we always end like this. You got anybody you want to thank on the podium here?
Well, I got to thank my husband. He's the man.
Well, congratulations, and I can't wait to have you back for the next one. Good job tonight, Ashley.
Thank you.
There we go, bringing home P3. Now, this is one where I'm anxious to talk to Misty here because, Misty, you were lights out fast, but you just kept getting caught into trouble, having to build your way back up through the back. And, I mean, in a coulda, woulda, shoulda land, you think you maybe had a chance to win this thing tonight?
I think so. I'm not very good at this game, so...
Well, I think the other ladies would disagree with you, Misty. You were pretty quick out there, and it seemed like, you were comfortable on the outside. How much practice did we put into this thing?
A day? Not even? Maybe, an hour? Half?
Well,
Something like that.
And once again, not trying to flatter you here, but I can tell you there are women who put a lot more time into that, maybe my wife included, and you looked a whole lot more comfortable than them out there. So, maybe you need to kick Jason off this thing or maybe make him buy his own.
I'm going to take over his car.
Well, there you go. I mean, Dino, what do you think there? That might get that 93 a couple more podiums.
I absolutely. I think it needs to be Misty more than Jason in the Coast to Coast League. So, Jason's not going to hear the end of this.
No, and I think we could work it out to where we'll just transfer over Jason's membership to yours. We'll just kick him out totally. You can just run
I'm the one that bought the membership.
Oh well, there we go. Well, there we go, Dino. So now we know.
Well, when I was watching Megan, and then all of a sudden I look in the mirror, and there goes Misty blowing off on the outside. I'm like, look at that girl hit the cushion. Holy cow, that was fun to watch.
I just want to go fast. That's all.
Well, you could tell, Misty, and honestly, you can hear it in your voice. It sounds like you had a lot of fun tonight. So I'm going to ask you if we would do this again, would we be lucky enough to have Misty Butterfield back on the racetrack again?
My husband will sign me up anyway if I say no.
All right, you're the man, Jason. That's why we love you, brother. But Misty, before you get out of here, you did a great job tonight. You got anybody you want to thank on the P2?
Obviously my husband. He's the one that really explained the game to me, or the whatever. And myself, I bought the thing.
There we go. I mean, yeah, you might have to buy another one with the way you look tonight. Congratulations, Misty. Can't wait to talk to you again.
Thank you. Bye.
Misty Butterfield bringing home P2, but now the only one who I could think of a nickname right on the fly. And I mean, when you got Ace in your name and then she just backs it up with a P1. I mean, Candace, how are we feeling? I bet you put William in this car tonight. He probably would have finished, fourth, maybe fifth. He wouldn't have collected that win. You were quick tonight. How'd it feel?
I feel like my body got hit by a train.
Yeah, no, you're the second one to say that tonight out of the three. So curious. Now, obviously, I know we're men. We cry. We whine all the time. That's what we do. It's what we're good at. But did you maybe find a little bit more respect here for us when we're racing? That it doesn't look or it's not as easy as it looks.
I mean, this isn't his job, so come on now.
Yep. Hey, if he practices there. Yeah, exactly. Amen, William. Amen. It could be. I mean, is William signed up for the dirt car event tomorrow, Dino?
I don't think he is, because it's hard for Bart to get 3 nights in a row off.
See, that's the problem. He needs to quit the other job so he can do this as a job. Then he'd be collecting that kind of money. But Candace, if I've asked every woman this, and you won, so you almost don't have a choice. We'd have to force you here. But if we'd run this again, in about 13 weeks or so, would we be lucky enough to have you back out on the racetrack?
Maybe if it's not on I just got off work and did this.
Oh my God.
Well, I got, it's funny that you say that, Candace, because I got a message from Bart at 6:56. Is anyone streaming this? I said, Shaggy. Gotcha. He goes, my wife's a natural at this. So I think you need to thank him.
Thanks, babe.
Well, Candace,
Even though
congrats.
I was getting really pissed off at him for a minute because he was telling me what to do, and I was like, "Shut the hell up!"
Well, when you go back and watch this thing, you may hate me too, because I was probably the one encouraging that a little bit at different points in time. But Candace, you looked awesome tonight, and it's awesome here that you win. Well, I guess it's not the inaugural, but it is in the small blocks. We only did it in the sprint cars before, so hell of a job. Congratulations on the big win here. And well, Dina, I'm going to put you on the spot. I mean, we probably have to give one out for this. We're going to send her a sticker, right?
Oh, I was God, absolutely. We got to. I mean, I think this was cool, and you know what? I'll even buy a plaque.
There we go. All right.
I already got to send one down to Bart anyways, and I take it they live in the same house. So we're gonna. I'm not so sure down in Alabama how it works, but I'm taking the same house, and we're gonna do a plaque as well. And then you know what? I think we should do this every 13 weeks, Shaggy. What do you think? Every week 13.
That's what I said. Yep, that's what I was saying during the broadcast. I'm game. Let's do it.
Yeah. I why not? I think they all had fun doing it. I know Megan did. She was outside smoking a cigarette to get rid of the stress.
I mean, I've almost finished my vape here.
But I'm just sitting there watching, even with the yellows, and even with the little bit of a mess up on the scoring and everything else, and then I could tweak how I'm going to set up the next race to make it a little easier for them. And let's do it again.
Well, congratulations, Candace. Big win, and I know you already thanked William once, but this is the way we do things around here. You got anybody you want to thank before you get out of here on the big win?
That just him. He's the one that talked me into this. So.
Well, hey, congratulations, Candace. Can't wait to talk to you again. Hey, give him hell in 13 weeks. We'll be rooting for you.
All right.
Candace Watson brings home the win here, and well, you heard Dino say it there. I'm game. I would do this for free once a week, as far as I'm concerned. But you guys will be back in 13 weeks now. Car and track. I don't know if we'll stick with that, or I will at least change the track, I would think. But
maybe we'll do Charlotte since you already got some practice laps in, Shaggy.
Oh, yeah, that'll make her happy with me. That's for sure.
I think what we'll do is stay on a nice big wide track, to give them some room and stuff like that. And it really, we'll just. I messed up. I thought I had the coast to coast thing when you're on the third restart. It's going to be single file all the time. And I forgot to put that in.
Well,
but other than that, and I knew what happened on the scoring thing too, because they don't know where the pace car is and such. I mean, they're listening to the spotter, but they're not quite sure what to do. So, I messaged Jack, and I think you saw it. Just let's go a couple laps under green so we can get the thing going, and then we can see where the scoring is, and then we'll adjust it, and we'll be good from there on out. And that worked fine.
Yeah, I think it went off pretty much without a hitch here. So. We got a lot of people in here now. Do you guys want to say anything live, or you want me to send this off and then we can BS a little bit?
I just want to say I watched the whole race. That was absolutely amazing. I think this should be a regular thing at the end of every Coast to Coast season.
Yep.
That was incredible. I actually can't believe how awesome that was. I don't know. The racing was just awesome. I'm sure all the ladies had a blast. It was amazing.
I was sitting there and I was trying to catch her up. She was like, hush. I was like, all right, I'm here. I backed up and she was like, where'd you go? All right, I'll come back. Hold on.
Okay, I thought Megan did, because Megan doesn't drive in real life. So I'm like, this is all, doing that way she avoided all the wrecks and everything. You got that down pat. And we just needed to get her to run the cushion there at the end a little bit, and we would have been fine.
Yeah, and let's be honest. That's something that I think if they do it a little more often, like we say once a season, that it's just like us. It's a comfort thing. So the more seat time you get, the more the faster those times they'll get to, and the more comfortable they'll get. So
I'm looking at all these photos. I'm looking at all these photos. Yeah, I'm looking at all these rigs. I got to step up my game. Look at this, triple screens and all this. And I got a single screen on a $14 card table. So, I mean, I'm looking at Brewers. At least my setup's very similar to Brewers. Bart, nice photo there on the right. I like that. Where'd you get that one from?
Somebody pretty awesome made it for me.
That was cool. That's AI. I love AI. So no, what a great way to do week 13. You know, it was the guys were saying a couple things at Discord. We wish there were normal events tonight. Nah, this is a great way to do tonight. I think one and done, and everyone had a lot of fun. And I, like you said, Chad, I don't know if there was any better way to do something on week 13 than do this.
No, I mean, we can even, dude, I'd be willing to even say, like, something like, all right, now call me crazy, but like if we do a charity event that week, if the girls would run on Monday, whatever girl wins, their husband gets a free entry, something like that to the charity race. Like I mean, we could work it in every single time. There's some way we could do it.
So, no, this is cool. I'm glad. I think Coast to Coast did do this once before, from what I heard, but I think now after watching this, I think we're going to get a few more. They're going to want to do it. I really do. So.
Yeah, they did this once before, and there were only 6 girls. And to be honest with you, the one that showed up, dude, she would have beat us. She was from like Finland. No, I'm serious. She was on the F1 women's team for her country. Oh, wow. No kidding. She was a huge road racer. I remember the story. And she went out there, dude. She lapped the field. It was crazy. They ran 305 sprints at Cedar Lake. Yeah, she lapped the field. It was crazy. But
no kidding.
So, yeah, that's why I'm glad we kept it to just our wives, because I don't think any of them are sitting on here playing when we're not looking. So.
Well, I could tell you right now, if this happens again, which it sounds like it will, but if this happens again, my wife will be there. You can mark her down 1,000%, because that was, like I said, that was incredible. That was so awesome to watch.
I mean, they all did a great job lining up for the heat, lining up for the feature. And I mean, it was, because I actually, when we were practicing a little bit before, I was telling Megan how to go in and do quick repairs. Because I said, oh, by the way, we got to learn how to do that. There's so many things that I'm sure they had to learn on the fly, with us probably coaching in their ear. And as she says, aha, here in the background, and and I'm sure they probably said shut up to us a few times, but they did everything really well. Those.
Yeah. Candace asked me, she was like, do I need to go get my car fixed? I said, no, you're fine.
So here's the result of this race. Megan went out and had a cigarette, and then she just handed me an empty bottle, a shot of Fireball.
Oh man, I think
usually she does that, but just dating me. But I guess this is a little more stress.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, we can stick around and BS, but I'm going to shut this down on the Coast to Coast side. Thanks for tuning in, and you heard it. Once a season, we'll be back with the ladies' night here on the Coast to Coast Racing League, but that's going to wrap it up. Take it easy. Have a good night. We'll be back next week with normal season stuff. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Have a good one.